I'm going to say that most of the songs that I've used on my channel are made by me. There's a lot of them. For my video on why I've been inactive. Sorry for making this atrocity, but yeah, I did make this. It was used as the outro song, and as you can see from the name of the song, it's called Crappy Rhythm because I knew it sounded really bad, but I just wanted to try out my sound design in Helm, so I was bored. I don't know what I'm doing! So yeah, I have a lot of hobbies, and one of them is making music. It's just one of them. I have a lot of them, which are making videos and playing Minecraft and Geometry Dash. But this is one of them. So yeah, I'm going to go over how I make my music, which isn't really a valid how question because I don't have a process for making music. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you what I do, and I might make a little loop soon, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So it all starts with me thinking of an idea. That idea I try and keep to remember in my mind because I'm away from the computer usually when I think of these, and it doesn't really work like, oh, you just have the idea and then you get to make it on the computer. I try and remember it, which is very difficult because I'm usually at school and then I cannot remember it because I'm too busy doing math problems. So yeah, that doesn't work out so well. However, when I am at home and then I think of it, I immediately try to rush to my computer to make the music. If I don't get confronted by my parents saying, oh, you play computer all day, you shouldn't do that. Well, then I will go on the computer and I will usually start with the triple oscillator. Open up LMMS, of course, which is the DAW I use. Open up triple oscillator. Do some random crap. I don't know. I just begin with designing the lead synth. I don't know what the lead synth is supposed to sound like, but here you go. I will show you how I sound design. Alright, so I usually start with Zenad Sub Effects. Zenad Sub Effects is built into LMMS. It is a very flexible synthesizer, but it has a very terrible interface. So, mind that. And then I realized I forgot to turn up the filter frequency because the filter frequency is very annoying because by default it is on. So I have to turn that off. And then I try and sound design whatever I thought up of. In this case is the most cliche sound in the world, which is a super saw. Basically a saw with unison. Oh god, I cannot hear that. Which means that I have to turn up the master volume because that's down as well. I do not have a keyboard, so I'm trying to fumble with the keys on my laptop keyboard, so yeah. That's kind of sad. And I cannot play chords properly. Alright, now let's try and make a melody. Now, because I haven't tried beforehand to make the melody, I'm just going to attempt to think of one now. Alright, so here it is. I feel like it's better if we use this as an ARP, so I don't know if this will work because usually if you have unison and make it an ARP, it doesn't really work, but I will try that. Alright. Okay, that's a little bit too low of a decay time. That actually works quite well. We need more decay time. Okay, that's too much. I don't know because this is just a value from 0 and 127 because that's the way they made Zenad Sub Effects in the first place. So I don't actually know what exact length of time it is. I just know it's a random number between 1 and 127. Yay, that works. I'll continue work on the melody, but I'll do that off camera, you know what. Okay, sorry if that sounds a bit generic. I'm forcing myself to make a melody, which doesn't really work. And also, I've slowed down the tempo because I feel I want it to be slow-paced and stuff. Because the way I've made this part It doesn't really work when it's fast. My default tempo is 140, but well, now the project tempo is 100. Excuse my mom in the background. She's complaining about her client. I'm going to try and make it more full by adding a beat/bass, whatever. I don't know why they called it that, and I do not like this idea. I like MIDI drums more. But anyway, let's try and sound design this drum. Okay, so this is a default preset, but I need to like make it more click. A little bit of noise. Excuse me, because I don't usually use the kicker for drums. I use samples or that's effects. Or I just use presets. I don't usually use kicker to sound design drums. So yeah, I'm very slow. Alright, so just get that in there. Okay, that's a little bit too harsh. Oh my god. This is why I don't like kicker that much. It doesn't produce very good kicks, despite its name. Yeah, that's a pretty good kick, I think. Because this part is actually basically done. So I'm basically just going to try and build on this melody, add some more chords, some more melodies, and yeah, I'll just try and do that. Yeah, I added a new part, which is like... Alright, so I want to make like a... here, which there's like minimal volume, but then it jumps into the intense part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to modulate the volume using an automation track, obviously. Also, I actually forgot to add the limiter, which I usually use for mastering everything. It's very lazy, but it works. Yeah, and then I'm going to go into the intense part, but I don't know if that's going to take up a lot of the video space, so I'll give updates. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you one little thing here, which is noise. Noise is... as you expected, it just sounds like noise. It's just noise. So I'm going to add some noise. It doesn't matter what pitch it's at because noise always sounds the same at whatever pitch it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. However, it's going to fade in like I did with the other track. So I'm going to like use the automation track to do that. That's a little too much. I don't want it to be like this ambience in the background. Yeah, like that. So that's noise. I made a drop, kind of. It's not really a drop, but like it's just an intense part. Yeah, and then I just copy and paste all of that. Let me just do that. Yeah, and that's all about structuring. There's like multiple parts of a song, so I mean, having a look at my other songs, well, I only have one song right now really because this is the only song that's fully structured, or at least somewhat structured. So there's like these three parts of the song, and yeah, you have to have a structure in order to have a song. I mean, if you look at my other ones that are actually just loops, like Crappy Rhythm, which I showed you, that's just a loop, so it doesn't have a structure. It's just one section of a song that might be made if I get the time. But yeah, this is a little bit structured somewhat. So yeah, that's all about structure. Keep in mind, I'm no means a professional at this stuff. I'm only a beginner. I can say I only just started, even though I started like 2 years ago and it still suck. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a professional at music, but I just like to make music. This kind of content might come in the future. I don't really know if it will, but yeah. Anyways, bye.